Hi, my name is Aaron, currently a freshman, class of 2028, enrolled in a 5-year 3 co-op plan, and my major is nursing. I chose nursing because I always had a passion for helping others, but when it comes to helping others in my type of fashion, in my way, I love to be like one-on-one, directly involved. And I know a lot of people probably ask me, why not be a doctor? Well, doctors make more money, but they don't really do as much as nurses. Nurses are really walking hand in hand with patients, and that's something that really inspires me to just change the world in certain aspects that people aren't willing to. And just to really walk on that journey of improvement with someone can really be transformative for both the patient and the nurse. I have intermediate family in Philly, and I was born in the city of brotherly love. So looking at Drexel, that was already one of my top choices. But once I landed on campus and really got to look for it and learn about the co-op program, especially in itself, I was like, yeah, this is the #1 choice. I mean, there's just too many good things here to just pass up on. It's always a treat going to lecture to just learn about something, even hearing the clinical applications from the professors themselves as they have professional experience as well. That really intrigues me. So regarding the anatomy labs, I mean, for example, today I had an anatomy lab this morning and I received the opportunity to hold a brain. That's like, I'm holding a brain, you know? In high school, I'm not thinking I'm gonna hold a brain. Even when I chose Drexel, I'm like, in the back of my mind, I didn't think I was gonna be doing none of this till I was like a junior or senior, but as a first year, as a freshman, having the opportunity to participate in wet labs, really learn about the body, interact with the body, and just really hold the brain. Like holding the brain was so cool. But yeah, in labs, you're not only just learning about the body, but you're also working with people. It's a community. You know, nursing is a team sport, I like to say. And you're not the only one that's working. You got to work with a group of people. And in labs, we not only learn the interpersonal skills and communicative skills and teamwork skills, but we're also diving deeper in our knowledge of the body parts. Yes, it's one thing to learn about it and write about it and study in an anatomy class, but it's one thing to really feel for it and really digest the information right in front of you in a physical aspect. So labs is just, it's truly a blessing to just be able to just participate in those. CNHP has helped me remarkably, not just in the classroom setting, but just outside of it as well. Anytime I see someone from that department, whether it's inside of the health science building or outside, they're always checking in on you, making sure you're doing good in classes. And it never is just about grades. It's about how are you doing? And you know, when someone asks you how are you doing, it really can have a huge impact on you because a lot of times when you're in college, you just focus on the grades, you focus on the numbers. But here, they really just focus on our well-being and open up a lot of opportunities for guidance, mentorships, and just, you know, knowledge. First and foremost, everyone's great. I haven't had a single bad interaction. And I know a lot of people can't say that, but I'm blessed to say I can here at Drexel. My professors have been an absolute delight. Today I had an anatomy lab, and the professor, anytime I asked a question, came over immediately. And she not only helped me answer the problem, but she actually walked me through it. It's not just, their job isn't just to give you the answer. Their job is to help you, you know, work to get the answer. And I feel as if with every single professor I've come in contact here at Drexel, it's always about the process of intaking that knowledge and not just the process of just passing a class. It's not just about numbers here, it's about how you think here. And the professors honestly helped me, you know, develop my critical thinking and problem solving thinking skills. And it's a privilege to be able to just, you know, be able to just soak up so much knowledge. These professors have years and years of experience in the fact that they're, you know, investing their time into us students to just share that knowledge, clinical applications, and just ultimately just to give us advice on, you know, how to move forward in the trajectory of our careers. It's really a treat. And honestly, the professors here are amazing. They're always nice, come from so many different backgrounds. And like I said earlier, they're just there to be there for you. And it's really nice to have that around, especially when you're majoring in nursing. It can get rough sometimes, but these professors, they help remind you that it's possible and that you can do it. But #2, I'd probably say just the diversity. And it's one thing to just say like a diversity in ethnicity, but the backgrounds and just the cultures, it's like when you have an attitude of a sponge and you just soak up everything, you could take away so much from the faculty here. Not just the stories, but just who they are as a human being and things they have gone through. And it kind of opens your eyes to like, you know, the whole world, because here at Drexel, we have so many people from everywhere here. So it's really a blessing to just be able to just really soak in all of that knowledge. As a first year, I've been, you know, really guided by my professors and even upperclassmen. So it hasn't been as difficult transitioning from high school into college. but I can say it is pretty busy, and it's best that you plan out your schedule and all that. But my first year, I would say, is going really well. I mean, we take the time to study, make time for things, plan everything out. I really see no way that you fail here because you have so many helping hands around you. So life as a first-year student, it's exciting here. Honestly, it's just so much going on. You're in the city itself, and the city doesn't sleep. It may not be New York City, but Philly is busy as well. Activities that I'm involved in outside of the classroom, I'm involved with ENC, Every Nation Campus. I'm involved with Drexel University's Black Student Union. And one of my favorite groups, actually might be my favorite, a little biased because nursing major, but DUSNA, Drexel University Student Nursing Association. Those are the three main things that I'm involved with outside of school. That really just helps me balance, the school workload, because you never just want to just be focused on schoolwork, because then that's when you just drain yourself. And sometimes you just need a release of some sort. And to focus on DUSNA, a lot of times they open up opportunities for students who are majoring in nursing, opportunities to participate in workshops. And the fact that they prioritize you, it really means a lot. It just really reassures me that someone's there for me, someone's there to guide me and advise me on what decisions to make. And it really just helps that I have a constant source to go to whenever I feel like I'm lost or I don't have any sense of direction. Just reaching out to my advisors, I'm always met with respect, care, attention, and they really dive deep into what's wrong, and they always come up with a solution in a timely manner. So it's really been good. Living on campus as a Drexel student, honestly, has been an amazing experience. For one, I'm in an LLC community. For those who do not know what that stands for, it's a living learning community. Basically, when you enroll in Drexel and you choose your major, when you opt to join an LLC community, you're surrounding yourself with people that's in familiar fields or that particular field. For me, I'm majoring in nursing, but on my floor, there's health science majors, there's psych majors, and on the floor below, there's nursing as well. So living on campus has been amazing because anytime I feel like I'm lost during a lecture or I feel like I don't really know what material I'm really going through, I can just simply knock on one of my friends' doors and just ask them, hey, did you understand today's lecture? Or just to have that ability to walk into the study rooms found on campus to just study with people around me. And also with the LLC community, it provides that opportunity to foster relationships and community with those that are pursuing something the same as you. And here on Drexel, there's a multitude of resources. The biggest one for me has been the Corman Center. That's math resource. Like I said before, I'm majoring in nursing. I'm not majoring in math. So whenever I need help, I'm straight there at the Corman Center. Everyone there is helpful. They have student peer tutors, professors that come in every once in a while. The library is open pretty often too. They have a 24-hour room. And in all of the buildings, I would say, you can find a space to study. And mind you, when the temperature is right, there's so many green spaces for you to just sit back, wind, and relax. And if you want to read, if you want to do some work outside, you can. It's just so many outlets here on campus. So living on campus has really been amazing for me. I think a lot of students actually struggle because they're not in LLC. Because it's like, where's that motivation? Like if someone's in a suite and they have someone that's like in a completely different major that requires different requirements. Like for one, they can maybe stay up till 3 a.m. Nursing, you can't stay up. Maybe every once in a while, but not all the time, not most of the time. But really being around that specific major is like you have motivation literally sitting right beside you or right down the door from you. And it's like you never forget why you're doing it because you're not distracted or you just have constant reminders of, wow, I'm a nursing student. This is what I chose. And I have people around me that want to do that too. It's like when you have two people just amplify each other, that synergist energy. We covered that in anatomy too. But the synergy of just having people around you that are pursuing the same thing, it just ultimately impacts your demeanor going into classwork and also your drive and motivation and your consistency too, because you have to be consistent with this. So yeah, being surrounded by like-minded individuals can really have its benefits. So pursuing my career in nursing, I'm actually considering adding a minor in health service administration. And the reason why is because, a lot of times people look at things for face value. And through research, actually, in courses, I've analyzed aspects of healthcare that really need improving. It's one thing to step into the field and do it, but it's another thing to actually really transform it from the ground up in its infrastructure. And I feel as if through administration and through a couple years of experience under my belt, I could really advocate for patients, nurses, and administration as well, opening that bridge in between actually creating that environment that people are the most productive, patients are the most safe, and where nursing is just thriving and just healthcare as a whole. I really feel as if through health service administration, I could really serve multiple communities, multiple clinical settings, just a plethora of patients, and really just working through the background, I could bring the good things to the front lines. When it comes to co-op, I'm thinking about staying local in the city. There's a lot of nursing that could be, implemented into the city. Nursing is needed everywhere, but why not just start at home? And specifically, right down the street we have CHOP. You have access to Penn hospitals. I'm from Chester County, so there's Chester County, PA. There's a Chester County Penn Hospital, Thomas Jefferson hospitals. There's hospitals, clinics everywhere. Nurses are needed everywhere. So regarding where I would like to do my co-op, honestly, through the interviewing process and all that, I'll end up choosing the right spot, but the city has limitless options. And I'm really just hoping to just find the right place to begin my nursing career and to honestly just be somewhere where I can have the most impact. Regarding clinical rotations, the thing I would say I'm looking most forward to is just really pinpointing what specialty I want to be. A lot of people don't know, but as a nurse, you have I would say about 30 different options of specialties that you can really just pinpoint on. And there's maybe 5 or 6, but I don't have that precise one in my mind. So with clinical rotations, I'm really hoping that it helps me just really make a decision about what field of study or what field of nursing I really want to pinpoint on. At this current moment, the type of nurse that I see myself being, there's 3 of them, I would say. The first one, it would be an ICU nurse, which is intensive care unit nurse. The second would be behavioral nurse, and then third would be pediatric nurse. So they're not ranked in any specific order, but those are the 3 that I'm currently leaning towards. But through clinical rotations and through co-op, I may end up changing my mind. So if I had to give a student who is considering Drexel nursing advice, I would say beforehand, ask yourself, what are you really doing it for? And if any of those answers has to do with you, I would honestly say nursing may not be for you, because as a nurse, it's not about you, it's not for you, it's quite the opposite. It's for everyone around you, and if that doesn't bring joy to your heart or doesn't really fulfill your needs, still pursue healthcare, but as a nurse, you're there to serve, not to receive. And if that's you, that's someone that really wants to just serve those in need, go for it. Let that passion really fuel your studies, your ambition, your drive, and just any times you reach a point where it's I don't know if I can do this, remind yourself why you're doing it. And again, if you're doing it to serve others, you'll have no problem.